Jeremy, another one of Bobby's friends who loves to read. And this is Houdini. I'm so excited, she asked me to fill in for her today because I have a great story that I'd like to share with you.
Oh boy!
Have you ever heard of the Anansi stories? Anansi the spider is one of the most popular animal tricksters. He's very wise and very cunning. Today, we're going to read Anansi tries to steal all the wisdom in the world. Can you believe he tried to do that?
Oh boy!
Do you know what will give you more wisdom? You guessed it, reading, of course. Let's let the magic begin. Anansi the spider knew that he was not wise. He was very clever and could outwit many different people, but he knew that he did not have much wisdom. That bothered him a great deal, but he did not know what to do about it. Can you think about what Anansi is going to do to improve his wisdom? Then one day, he had a very clever thought. I know, he said, to no one in particular. If I can get all the wisdom in the village and put it in a hollow gourd, I will be very wise indeed. In fact, I will be the wisest of all. Wow. So he set out to find a suitable gourd and then began his journey to collect all the wisdom in the village. He went from door to door, knock, 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 knock on all the doors, asking everyone to give him some wisdom. The people chuckled at poor Anansi. Let me see you laugh at Anansi. That's not very nice, though. They chuckled at Anansi because they knew of all the creatures, he needed wisdom the most. So each put a bit of their wisdom in his gourd. Soon Anansi's gourd was overflowing with wisdom and he could hold no more. Let me see you hold your gourd out like it's overflowing. He now needed to find a place to store it. He thought. I am certainly the wisest person in the world now, but if I don't find a good hiding place for my wisdom, I may surely lose it. He looked around and spotted a tall tree. Do you see that tree, Houdini? That's where we're going to hide it, all the wisdom. He said to himself, if I could hide my wisdom high in that tree, I would never have to worry about someone stealing it from me. So Anansi set out to climb the towering tree. Have you ever climbed a tree, Houdini? How about you guys? Have you ever climbed a tree? Wow. He first took a cloth and tied it around his waist. Then he tied the heavy gourd in the front of his belly where it would be safe. As he began to climb, however, what do you think happened? What do you think happened as he started to climb with that gourd in the front of his belly? As he began to climb, however, the gourd full of wisdom kept getting in the way. He tried and tried, but he could not make progress around it. Can you imagine trying to climb a tree with something stuck in front of you? That's got to be difficult. Soon, Anansi's youngest son walked by. What are you doing, father? Asked the little spider. I am climbing this tree with my gourd full of wisdom, Anansi replied. But father, said the son, wouldn't it be much easier if you tied the gourd behind you instead of in the front? Doesn't that make more sense, Houdini? Anansi sat there quietly for a very long time before saying, shouldn't you be going home now? I think Anansi's a little perturbed with his son. The son skipped down the path, and when he had disappeared, Anansi moved the gourd so that it was behind him and proceeded up the tree with no problems at all. When he had reached the top of the tree, he cried out, I walked all over and collected so much wisdom that I am the wisest person ever. But still, my baby son is wiser than me. Take back your wisdom. He lifted the gourd high over his head and spilled its contents into the wind. And the wind blew it. The wisdom blew far and wide and settled across the land. And this is how wisdom came to the world. The end. Wasn't that a great story, Houdini? Very good. Very good. What a great story with a great lesson. Do you know what the lesson is, Houdini?
I do.
Very good. It is important to be honest, but not just to be honest, it is also important to share. Hope you guys remember that. I'm so happy that you guys decided to read with us today. Tune in the next time on the Magical Library and find out what other great books we have to share with you. See you next time.